Hello Pisces, welcome to your reading with me, Cindy. So Pisces, I'm going to see what the hell is your deal, man? The mask that you wear. I love these readings. They're pretty cool. Actually, Aquarius was really cool. These can be very deep. So we're really this week, we're looking deeply within you guys. And it is like pulling back layers of an onion here. I really find that with these. And particularly with the decks that I've chosen to use, we're using the, oh, talk about depth. There you go, the whale. Using the Wild Unknown, Oracle, and Tarot. So let's pick it up and get started, right, Pisces? I'm going to look at who you really are. The mask that you hide behind. Sorry, my jaw just, I need to stretch the muscles out because things are moving. Why you hide your true self, how this affects your relationships, advice for you, outcome if you follow the advice. Okay. Pisces, Pisces, beautiful Pisces. Who you really are. Oh my God. Fish, Pisces. Well, I like it. Who you really are is somebody who navigates, whether you're really aware of it or not. I mean, I'm going to say that you probably are for the most part. You really navigate and you really see the world through a very intuitive set of eyes. I also feel like this is the momentum. I'm just noticing how the moon is down by the tail. This actually is the momentum for the things that you do, is your intuition. Your intuition provides the momentum. So it might actually kind of give you the get up and go. You know, like if I was to think of someone like, easy for me to relate being a fire sign, like often it's my drive and my desire and my power. I'm going to do that today. But this is like your intuition is what drives you forward. That's what kind of gets you going here. It's like, I just have a feeling. I have a feeling I need to fulfill that feeling. So who you are actually is just like really you, very watery. I also feel like that you're about to take some sort of a leap here because I see this as a carp, and I always think about carp, how they grow to the size of whatever they're in. And so if they've kind of taken over a container or a pond, they needed a bigger one. And he's taking a leap here. This fish is jumping out. This carp is jumping out. So I feel like who you really are, your intuition fuels you. It motivates you to move forward. It's being highlighted here right now. So it's probably who you often are. Right now it's key though. It's key right now. And it's somehow moving you, jumping from a small pond into a bigger pond. Giving yourself more room to grow. Yeah. The mask you are wearing, the mask you're hide behind. Oh, the oyster is still pretty watery. Oh, I love it. Ah. Now I see how this is a mask because it's oyster, right? It's not pearl. And that's the mask. Not every oyster has a pearl. It's kind of funny. There's a bit of a protective energy in here like this. I was picking that. Is that what that was? There was a long drawn out message in Aquarius. I think that was part of it at some point. So there's a little bit of that here though. It's almost like, let them see you as an oyster because there are many oysters on the bottom of the ocean. I don't really think you let people see what's really going on inside here. They can kind of like see glimmers of it. I really think like people get glimmers of you. I don't know if these are like projects or people that you deal with. And it's almost as if they know that there's something deeper there, but they're really not sure. Like they get little hints of it. Is it? Is there an oyster in there? Where's this light coming from? I think you, I'm going to say right now, I think the mask that you wear doesn't really hide who you are, like, you know, being a water sign and being very emotional and in tune to your emotions. Not necessarily very emotional, though the Pisces that I know are, and I like my Pisces friend because she is that, and she's so free with those emotions and expressing them. But it is like, just, you're very in tune to your emotions. You're very in tune and utilize your emotions and your intuition as part of your life. I really feel like people see this readily. They see this readily, but there's almost like a desire or a need to blend in a little bit, you know, because there are a lot of oysters on the bottom of the shore of the ocean. But the way like this light tries to shine out, but you're keeping the oyster, no, can't see in there. Not everybody can see what's going on inside there. It's almost like there's a bit of a prize in you. I think people see that. People pick something up on you, and it could even be energetic, a desire to energetic vampire, because it's almost as if people see something that they're not seeing in the other oysters, but you don't show it all. So it creates a sense of curiosity around you as well. Why you hide your true self? What? Water, 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 because there's sharks in the water. Pretty explanatory. Yeah, what did we just talk about with that oyster? Why you hide it? I don't know. I don't know if there are particular personalities around you right now that could be kind of predatory. That they're definitely swimming in the same element of you as you. They're in the same element of you as you. And I think that would feel more uncomfortable than if I had pulled out like an air or a fire or an earth alchemical symbol, right? There's something in your environment that I feel like, I don't know what's going on for you, but I feel like there's something in your environment that gets a glimmer of what's really going on inside with you, like what you have to offer, the prize of Pisces. The prize could be, how does Pisces know how to do what Pisces knows how to do? How does Pisces end up in the right place at the right time? Or how does Pisces come up? I also get like really creative energy with like musicians and poets and all that very dreamy kind of stuff. Like, where does that come from in Pisces? I don't have that. But to me, the shark is an opportunistic creature. It is also apex predator in the ocean. Although I have seen videos of groups of orca whales taking them down. But obviously other sharks as well. You're honestly hiding your true self because there's something in your environment that sees glimmers of your value. And it could even be the fact that you're hiding it and protecting it that makes this energy even more interested in it. Wow. How does this affect your relationships? The eagle. Now all of a sudden we have air energy coming in. Oh, I'm going to say right now, I don't know if there's something specifically going on between you and other water signs or another water sign, or you're dealing with perhaps predatory or toxic water energies around you. But it does feel like to me that you're gravitating towards things that are not in your element, because your element has got some element of danger in it, or you perceive something as dangerous in your element. I feel like you are gravitating to others that are quite intuitive, but in a different way. A very, perhaps, more like thinking way, as opposed to, I feel like you can dream your reality. You can dream it into being. Where this is, I can think it into being energy. And it might even be, you might even be transforming a bit yourself, because it kind of seems like there's something in your environment that would predate you. I don't know, is it a work environment and somebody sees that you have a particular ability or talent, but you don't show it all? Like you're protecting it. Why are you protecting it? I mean, this shark to me would be able to take either one of these. Crack open the oyster or the fish. Your relationships, the other thing I want to say is you're shifting where your relationships, where you have relationships with people, because there's something in your environment that's not safe. You perceive it as not safe, and I think you might be right with what I'm seeing here. Advice for you. The camel. You know, like everything is pulling away from the water right now. But I want to see the water as an element. Okay, it is naturally you. So this also feels like an element or an environment that is very naturally for you. But there's something in it that's not right. And you need to stop investing in relationships in that environment and that element. You need to even perhaps, or you are, how this affects your relationships, I think you are just instinctively and naturally moving towards perhaps even more clear-minded people. Because this shark being in the water too, I want to say it's representing what I would see as toxic or watery, it could be literally other people. It could be people you work with, right? Like your environment. It could be your home environment. It could be other water signs. But it's coming up to me as something that's not healthy, that would kind of want to vampire energy you, want to utilize you for its benefit as a food source. You are the nutrients. That's what something sees you as in some sort of environment that you are naturally in. And so, okay, where I was going, I have to come back over here. Where I was going with this is like delusional, you know, because to me, this is more healthy. This is using your intuition and your kind of dreamy, poetic state to create life, where this is like utilizing that to give itself life, like others people's, almost like taking it from others. So you don't want to, I feel like in some capacity here, you are trying to remove yourself from an environment that you are connected to, and there's something predatory in it. So you are naturally moving towards people, because we're talking about relationships, that are more even air sign energy. You know, they're not going to get wrapped into this. They're going to look at things analytically. They're going to look at them technically. They're going to look at them as yays and nays. They're going to draw lines. They're going to be quite forward with what they say about things as well. Yeah, you need, I don't know, you need an analytical mind here. And I think you're moving towards those or that. Because they harness the sun, like the truth, the clarity here. You are moony. You are moony. I don't know if you're mooning people, but you're moony, right? You're feminine energy. You are intuitive. You are connected to cycles and rhythms here. But you also reflect. You reflect the sun for others to see it, because the sun is too bright for us to look at it head on. The moon acts as a reflector for us to start to see. Like if you follow your intuition, you can see the reflection of your path towards self-actualization, right? So, but you can't be in that right now for some reason. So you are moving towards those that, I don't know, how they can harness the sun more easily. They see clearly. It is this air energy. It doesn't take, it won't even. Like it would see this. It sees this right away. I'm seeing a child. I'm seeing a child who's being like bullied by like a sibling or something, and like always going to the one parent. And this one parent though, almost, it maybe even be like a little bit like them, but they're not bullying you. They're trying to make you stronger, or they want to stand up for yourself, or you know, like it's almost like, and it could be like this toxic behavior is being mimicked by an authority figure in this energy's life. So it's like, I'm not going to that parent anymore. I'm going to the other parent, and this other parent is not at all like, Oh, I see exactly what's going on here. I know exactly what's going on here. Like, it's almost like you're reaching for that. You're moving to that. Oh yeah, advice. It's the camel. Okay, this is, now look at the moon. The moon is here again, and the camel is about coming into some sort of a balance here. Because I said it's in your environment, it's almost like a kid being bullied by a sibling, and one parent is just like that kid, and they really don't see it. They're like, no, you know, you just gotta, people like that in life. You gotta learn how to deal with it, kid. Which in some ways is true, but when it's kids, like, you know, it's the Lord. I always like, groups of kids are always like 5 seconds away from moving into the Lord of the Flies, and someone's about to become piggies. This is about coming into balance here with, this could anger you because we have fire, right? This could anger you. Cool that, calm it, simmer it. Remember cycles, right? You're in tune to cycles. Try to identify that for yourself here. You're in tune to cycles, and this moon has become blue. This moon is red. So it could be something like who you really are. You could be mad. You could be, something could be like burning you up here. Something could be aggravating you, upsetting you. Calm it. Calm it. Let the waters be cool that come in. And it is. It's just a cycle. It's just a cycle. I'm hearing it's just a cycle. This too shall pass, Pisces. Outcome if you follow the advice. Owl. Oh, this too. Okay. You might be getting advice from someone or people that they're connected to air energy. So, you know, when I think about air energy, I think of King and Queen of Swords. These are people that deal with a lot of, they could deal with rules and regulations naturally in their life. They just see things mostly kind of cut and dry, and they don't deal, they identify BS pretty quickly. And you may get advice. This energy may provide you with some sort of advice. If you take this advice, I think like when we're empowered, when we feel like we have some sort of power over a situation that affects us that we didn't have power in before, it can calm us, because now you don't feel like you're behind the 8 ball. Now you don't feel like somebody's trying to be a predator. Now you feel like you actually have the tool to do something about this, right? It empowers you. And when you feel empowered, like truly in a very healthy way, there is not necessarily any reason to become angry and upset. Take this. This is the outcome if you follow it, is to see things very clearly, to use your intuition in a different way. You need to use it in a different way, in some sort of something that's going on for you right now, because there's a shark in the water where you are. And this shark navigates the same territory that you do. Lily left the reading. She's like, whoa, there's a shark here. Buffalo. There could be tower moments ahead. There could be rumblings. I feel like it has something to do with this. Yeah, I want to get into the tarot. This is such an interesting reading. You could even be dealing with another Pisces. I'll tell you right now, this Pisces is toxic as shit. They're very dark. They swim in the dark waters. They hold dark secrets. Could be a very toxic Scorpio. Like, I don't want to say the water signs, you know, anybody can be toxic. But I really feel like that this is somebody that, if they're not a water sign, they're in your environment and they know it just as well as you do. And I'll tell you, they know the parts about this environment that they can utilize for their own good. They know how to bait people. Hearing that too. They know how to bait people. Don't get baited. I'm seeing like the bright red, bright pink in the gums here. And then that's reflected in your moon. Somebody's trying to bait you. the fish, the Mother of Cups. God, you're sweet. Jesus. Oh, Pisces, you're so sweet. You're just, you could be a mother. You're warm, you're inviting. God, you're such a safe space. But I'm telling you, there's somebody that's identifying this safe space as something that they can take advantage of, that they can feed off of. They're trying to bait you. I don't know. You are nurturing. You are flowing. You have a lot to give in your cup. But look at, now I'm seeing the wing is coming over the cup. Like, it's like who you really are is you know to protect yourself when you need to. And I think you're kind of doing that. I don't know if this reading is even more just to kind of confirm for you that if you are taking some sort of steps to protect yourself, that you're doing the right things here. But the other thing I want to say is it almost feels like this is coming over. Like this was open and it's not so open now. Don't get your emotions involved here. That's important. Okay, the mask you're hiding behind, the oyster. The 5 of Wands. Okay, I was being shown something. I needed to let it play out. I'm seeing like these are like sticks. If you've ever like snorkeled or gone diving and you see, you know, when there's a lot of waves and the wave action affects the ground of the water, the what do you call that? The shore, the sand, the bottom. And like these sticks are moving and they're hitting. If you've ever, like I do sometimes now. I still snorkel, but like in lakes and stuff, not oceans. And because there's in oceans and I don't want to be, anyway. So these, if you've ever seen, like I'm thinking of clams like that I've seen, and they're kind of open a bit because they're trying to filter things in here. Open a little bit, right? A little bit of light. You see a little bit into this oyster or this clam shell, and then the water comes in because I would say like, what is he doing? This is coming in. It's big. It's stirring things up. Right? It's trying to bait you. It's stirring things up. And then these sticks, I see them like floating, like moving with the waves or the motions that are being created in the water. And as they hit the shells of the clams or the oysters, they close up. I'll tell you right now, the mask that you're hiding behind, I think is that this doesn't bother you so much because you're still peeking out a little bit. Like you're not completely closed off to whatever conflict's being created. Like that's not hiding you completely. It's not hiding. These sticks moving around are not hiding. You haven't closed up your shell completely. So, I mean, even just saying that, like let's say it's a workspace and there's somebody there now who's like highly toxic. They know your personality type inside and out, but it feels like this person is familiar with this environment. They may have gotten transferred from someplace else that's exactly the same. And like it is bothering you. It's bothering you. And I think they're testing. Like I said, they're baiting. So they're baiting in different ways. They're testing to see how you react. Does this close you up completely? You know, Pisces, you guys get readings like this more often than anyone else. And I don't know if that people like just think that you're all really like soft and kind and gentle, and there's shitty people that want to take advantage of that instead of like coming into the arms of it and feeling that warmth and that experience, right? Like to me, that's what this wing could do. It like could bring you in and you could feel safe and warm in here. Or when the shark shows up, the wing is covering up the cup. So I feel like whoever this is noticing some sort of defense mechanism that you are starting to activate. Why you hide your true self? The shark. The 7 of Pentacles. Somebody is, they're trying a new way here. Why? What is this? Who is this? This is someone who has like a personal vendetta. towards you. I would almost describe it as that. Now we've got the Seven of Pentacles because it's trying to come in. They're trying to come in here. I feel like too, like because the shark holds secrets, are they trying to find a secret about you? How this affects your relationships, the Eagle, the Son of Wands, like, right? Fire and air, fire and air. No more water. You can't swim in the water right now, Pisces. It's dangerous. You gotta get out. The Eagle, messages. Okay, there's somebody here. This Eagle to me is reminding me of the King of Swords. So it's somebody I feel like that would have some sort of authority here, that has a very clear mind, very clear thinking. They cut through bullshit. They see it right away. They know what's going on. And like the Son of Wands is the Knight of Wands. Move in this direction. Move with this. Don't stay in this water. Don't play this person's game. If it's a work environment and you have more than one superior, I hate that term. Nobody's really superior to anyone else. You know, though, if you have like more than one boss or supervisor or something, I feel like one of them is a little bit, if not a lot, like this shark. And there's no point in dealing with them. There's someone else here that you can connect with and you can really move this forward. You can move yourself forward. You can move yourself beyond this. You can focus on completely different relationships here. Okay, advice for you is the Camel, the Six of Cups. Root yourself, ground yourself. Even though we're talking about water, right? Like all these roots are going deep into the soil. Do some grounding activity. Do some grounding visualization. Imagine your root chakra. You need to come out of the water, Pisces. Even if it's just temporarily. I don't even know if this could be something too, like in the dream state. There's something that's not safe here to do with water. And it's trying to... I know, I can hear some of you saying, I don't like readings like this, Cynthia. I don't like them either, to be honest. But this is what it is. Like, it's almost like someone is trying to come up with a plan either to find a secret that you have or to divulge a secret that you have. They're baiting you. They're in the water element. The water element is not safe. And when I think about that, I just think about your intuition. I think about your dream state. I think about your fantasies, your emotions. You need to ground yourself. I mean, it's not often that I would recommend, you know, don't meditate. There's something going on here where you actually, if you're doing any sort of meditation, I feel like it's really important that it's visualization meditation. And it's like trying to ground yourself is to imagine your base chakra and that extending through your legs, right? And then your toes becoming like these roots down into the ground. Even go and stand barefoot in the ground right now. Anything you can do to ground yourself. That I feel will be very effective in preventing whatever this is. This is like you're hiding your why you hide your true self? There's something in the water here. Right? This will help to calm you too. If there's something that's upsetting you or something that's triggering your intuition, calm, calm, calm. And as weird as it sounds, is air and fire are, or it does affect your relationships. But I feel like that it's like you're moving away from things that you would typically feel okay in. Something's not right here. Outcome, if you follow the advice, is the owl. And the barn owl is incredibly in tune to what's going on around them, but they're also silent. They move in silence. It can't even be detected by microphones. It's fascinating. Temperance, another bird. Oh, water and fire. Yeah, something needs to be tempered here. Something needs time to alchemize. I feel like the alchemization is moving yourself away somehow from this shark with a plan. It's a shark with a plan. Justice. I don't even need this tiny deck. Well, no, I'm not going to, you know what? I'm not going to say that. Let's look at the shark with the plan. The shark. Why you're hiding your true self, Pisces. The shark. Nine of Pentacles, Queen of Cups, Daughter of Swords. The Daughter of Swords is this barn owl again. And then you have the Mother of Cups, which you've already pulled out for who you really are. Okay. And the Nine of Pentacles is kind of this feels very protective. Both these energies combined feels really, really protective. Okay, this is about why you're hiding your true self and the shark. The shark. What is the shark trying to do here? Because the shark's trying to show up like you. Like the outcome if you follow the advice. It's also the feeling of someone that doesn't want you to be independent. It's the feeling of someone who doesn't want you to be independent. I mean, you are showing up as the Mother of Cups, but it feels like this Mother of Cups is almost like trying to reach out to this Nine of Pentacles. Like if there's some form of sovereignty that you have here for yourself, it feels like this is trying to come in, to take it. And then like the Daughter of Swords, the Page of Swords, it's watching. But I feel like it's watching almost to see like, God, with the Seven of Pentacles, like if you transform, how do I transform with Pisces? If Pisces is coming out different here, how do I come out looking like Pisces? The Seven of Pentacles. Eight of Swords. I feel like you've already created either some boundaries or some protection around yourself. I'll tell you, Pisces, there's some energy that is kind of scheming with the shark and the Seven of Pentacles, and it's scheming to test you. I feel like to see what bothers you and what doesn't. It also seems like if you're changing and transforming here, which is very key with this, like it's one of the first things that comes in with this card is jumping out of a small pond into a big pond. So going to bigger things in your life, something that's perhaps either trying to keep up with you. It wants to know what you're doing, where you're going with this. It doesn't know how to get through to you. And you have the Lovers and the Two of Wands at the bottom. Yeah, somebody might even see you like really following your dreams here, being divinely guided. How can I be like that too? Well, that's what I have, Pisces. So I'm going to go do the extended. In the extended, I'm going to look at how to improve your relationships. That could be very interesting for you. What would your deeper self tell you about the mask that you wear, and how to release your true potential? Thank you so much, Pisces. Until next time, do be gentle with yourselves. Bye.